There is no denying that most of us started going to the gym because we got inspired by favorite anime characters. Characters like Goku, Baki, Rock Lee, Toji Fushiguro, and of course, Sanjiwo. The thing is, we didn't just get inspired by them just because of their muscles, but we're able to relate to them because of their struggles. And let me know that in the comments down below your favorite anime characters, because I would really love to know. We saw Goku as a little kid having love and passion for martial arts, and all he ever wanted was just to become stronger, and that's exactly what he did. We saw him grow from a little kid to become the guy who was able to go head to head with bio creatures, aliens, and even God. And the thing is, no matter how much he grew stronger, he was never comfortable. And through that, I learned from Goku that no matter how much you're doing well in life, you should never be comfortable. Always try to do more. Even if you were able to grow yourself from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, you should always try to grow even further beyond, because that's exactly what Goku did. He went from Super Saiyan 1 and then became Super Saiyan 2 and the 3, and then he went to Super Saiyan God, okay? And he was also able to go beyond that, Super Saiyan Blue, and then of course UI Ultron Instant. And the life lesson I personally learned from Goku is that you should never be comfortable. Always try to do better, because no matter how much you grow in life, always know that there's someone out there who is doing better than you. Of course, be satisfied, be happy, celebrate your progress, but don't be comfortable. You always need to grow, no matter how much you think you're growing in life. And that's one thing I learned from Goku. And despite the fact that Goku was the kind of person who always wanted to work hard and get stronger every time, he also knew when to rest. And this is something most of us don't kind of find difficult to do, because obviously most of us are bombarded with the idea of you need to work hard every single day, you need to grind every single day, you need to secure the bag, you got to make money and everything. That's true. It's very important for you to work hard and make money and everything. However, you also need to know when to rest, because rest is important.
I feel kind of guilty taking this relaxing bath when we could be out there training.
I know, son. But you have to understand, sometimes rest is as important as training. Maybe even more important.
It is?
Sure it is. If we give our muscles a chance to rest and build back up, we can get a lot more out of them than if we just kept training the whole time.
So, if we rest, we can train even harder.
Exactly. Now you've got it, Gohan.
That same idea goes with everything in life. So when you work hard and you grind hard and you don't take some time to rest, guess what? You're gonna burn out. So you also need to obviously know when to rest so that you'll be able to do better. So the right thing for you to do is work hard, yes, grind hard, yes, but also take some time off so that after you've rested, you can come back and do more. Some people do say that Goku is a bad father, and some people do say he's a good guy. I would say he's a good guy. He wasn't the best father ever, but he was a good guy. And if you think about it, most of the time he was never around was because he died. He literally died for his family, for his friends, and also for his kid. I know he might not be the best father ever, but he can't say he's the worst either. I mean, someone who is willing to put his life on the line just so he can save his friends and family. If that's not kindness, I don't know what is. And don't forget, Goku always has a positive attitude. He's always a positive guy. Sometimes he looks naive, but I don't know, he's just part of the way he is. If you think about it, a little bit of naivety in life is compulsory, because if you take life too seriously, you might miss out on a lot of things. One thing I love about Toji Fushiguro, aside from his appearance, his physique, and I do personally think one of the main reasons why he became famous in the first place was because of his physique. I mean, his physique is completely mesmerizing, no deny. But his backstory also hits really hard. And just so you know, Toji Fushiguro is a villain, but for some reason, we still love this character, obviously because of the backstory. Toji Fushiguro was a character who was born into the Zenith clan, and being that he was born without the cursed energy, he was completely mistreated. So after going through years of abuse and discrimination, he kind of developed something of a thick skin. So being that he was seen as a black sheep, and obviously he also saw himself as a black sheep, so he was curious to know what someone who is gifted would look like. And when Gojo was born, he went to see Gojo as a kid, but the result of the visit wasn't that ideal. It didn't come the way he hoped, because he was born without a cursed energy. So for that reason, Gojo was not even supposed to notice him. But for some reason, Goku still acknowledged him regardless. And that was kind of a slap on his face for him. So what he did basically, he left the Zenith clan, he focused on himself, he built himself, and he became one of the strongest Susura killer out there. And the thing is that Toji Fushiguro was born without the ability to use crest energy. Yes. But the thing is that his physical ability was off the roof. And that's exactly what he focused on. And he was able to build himself really strong to the point whereby he can go head to head with Gojo, to the point he almost killed him. I mean, that's something you can actually acknowledge. And just in case you don't understand what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, most of us are born without talent, and most of us are born without the ability to do some certain things. But that doesn't mean that we can do other things. Despite the fact that he had this extraordinary physical ability, he still cannot grow resentment to people who were able to use crest energy. I mean, you can actually blame him, but unfortunately, he didn't actually let it go completely, because it was like he actually spent the rest of his life trying to prove to people how strong he was, how better he was. And I wish he actually just focused on himself and became a better person. What I actually learned from Toji Fushiguro is that even if you're born without the ability to do some certain things, that doesn't mean you're worthless. There's something out there you must be good at, and your duty is for you to go and look for whatever it is. So don't focus on what you can do, but focus on the things you can do. I was the kind of person, when I started my fitness journey, I was okay with the idea of having like Saitama's physique. But when I saw Toji Fushiguro, I changed my mind. I was like, I think a little bit of muscle won't be a bad idea after all. And speaking of nice physique, I have to go to the gym because I am definitely working on my physique too. So after that, then we can go on with the next person on the list. Story is pretty much sad. Imagine growing up as a kid fighting to obtain things that are supposed to be given to you unconditionally, which is love, acknowledgement, and validation. Unfortunately for him, he spent his early stage of life trying to gain his mother's love, and at the same time also trying to be acknowledged by his father. So basically, he spent his early stage of life seeking for his parents' validation, and that's really rough. I mean, most of us can actually relate to that. How many times have you ever wanted to hear your father say, "I'm proud of you"? Or how many times have you ever wanted your mother to say, "I love you"? I know this might sound a little bit too weird to some people because obviously most of you hear this word every single time. But for some people, that's not the case. Not at all. The thing is, Baki was born under the condition of the fact that he has to be the one to give his father a proper fight. So the father wanted someone strong enough to challenge him in a fight, and that's the only reason why Baki was born. And if we also try to also understand the mother's perspective, the reason why Baki mother even got the chance to have anything to do with Yujiro was the fact that Yujiro actually chose her to be the mother of his baby. So it wasn't actually a love relationship or anything. Unfortunately for Baki's mother was literally in love with Yujiro Hama, but the love was just one-sided. And that was really, really sad because Baki was born under the condition he has to fight the father one day. At least give the father a proper fight. So the mother actually tried to mention that Baki had all the things he needed to make himself stronger.
The only purpose I ever had for you was to raise my son. I expect him to be prepared for this fight and to meet all my expectations. If he doesn't, then you were never anything better than a middle-aged prostitute.
So being that she didn't actually have Baki out of love, but under a condition, she never actually had the opportunity to give Baki the motherly love he deserved. So she was just focused on trying to gain Yujiro Hama's love instead, and blamed Baki for the fact that Yujiro didn't love her.
Why? Because you're weak! That's why! You're weak! You're weak! It's all because you're so weak! Why did I have to have such a weakling for a son? Why?
Yeah, I think their family is kind of messed up.
Will you answer me one question? If I win, if I beat Yujiro, do you think you'll love me then?
We actually saw Baki grow up to become a very reserved person. Muhammad Ali Jr. came to provoke him by trying to ask for his girlfriend hand in marriage. It's not like he was trying. He did ask for Baki's girlfriend hand in marriage. And this is what Baki actually had to say.
It's not like she's my property.
But I am your girlfriend, right, Baki?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. But that's only a promise between the two of us. It doesn't really involve anyone else. I just mean anyone is free to like you. And you can become their lover if you want. Kozue, you decide who the best man is.
I personally think that's the kind of mindset each and every one of us has to have. So he went from being a kid who was trying to seek for his friend's validation to become the man who actually finally realized that love, acknowledgement, and validations, those things are not things you're supposed to fight for. They are things that are supposed to be given to you by people who truly loves you. Basically, what I've actually learned from Baki is that instead of you trying to chase the things you are never going to obtain because you are expecting people to acknowledge you, to love you, and to validate you, instead of you trying to win them over, why don't you try and spend time trying to know yourself? And what do I mean by this? Each and every one of us exists with purpose. We do exist in this world because we have purpose. So it's your responsibility to go out there and know what this purpose is and try to pursue that. So don't try to please anybody. Don't try to seek for validation. You try to build yourself, do your own thing, and try to know who you are. Find your purpose in life and pursue that. So go to the gym, take care of yourself, improve your appearance, try to know the right people, and try to make good friends. Those are one of the things that are important in life. These are the things that I've actually learned by watching anime. So guys, this is all I have to say for this video, and I hope this video was helpful. And in case you like this video, a subscription to my YouTube channel would be appreciated, and a like would be very uplifting. So until then, see you in the next video.